All right, let's go over Doom Tower. Doom Tower just reset today. So it looks like it resets once a month. Now, the main thing about Doom Tower is that there are two sets of difficulty, normal and hard. There's three different types of rooms. And we're going to talk about what I do on a daily and monthly basis, what the rewards are, and how I go about getting far in the Doom Tower. Now, if you haven't done so already, there is a link in the description to download Raid Shadow Legends, or you can scan the QR code, the top right hand corner of the screen. You get two amazing epic characters, Rector Drath and Tayrel. And then also in your first 24 hours of playing Raid Shadow Legends, you absolutely want to use the promo code Monkey King, one word, to get Sun Wukong. Very important to do that. And then also by logging in for 7 days, you can get Alice. Both of those characters I use a lot. Rector Drath, Sun Wukong, Alice the Wanderer. I don't use Tayrel as much anymore, but those other three I use all the time. Now let's talk about Doom Tower. What happens on a daily basis is you get 10 gold keys and 10 silver keys. And there's a way of getting an extra 5 silver keys by finishing a particular quest inside of the advanced. So one of the advanced quests, and it changes from day to day, will give another 5 silver keys. So let's just talk about what the keys are for and how it works. Now, there's two ways of accessing the tower. You could either click on one of the keys, or you can hit battle, and then you can go all the way over here and you can see Doom Tower. Now, this one that just started today is called Dark Fae, and there are a total of 3 different rotations. That doesn't matter too much. I mean, we'll talk about it a little bit later, but it really doesn't matter. And there are 2 difficulties, normal and hard. So what my plan is for today is to start off on hard. I'm going to try to do the hard first because this is something that comes every day, the 10 keys, the 10 silver, and the 10 gold. And we'll talk about what each key is for. So the normal rooms, they start up and there's 2 sides of the tower and there are 120 rooms on each side. So in theory, you could finish the tower, both sides of the tower, in 24 days. And it gets challenging. So what happens on the first 9 keys of the day? And these are going to be kind of like faction war rooms where you can take your entire roster and it's like 3 waves and it's like not bosses, but it's just normal characters. That's probably the first thing that I do every day is I go in and I load up the first room, and then there's an auto climb button and it'll go through the 9 battles. Now the rewards are significant. They really are very good. Sometimes you get speed glyphs, sometimes you get chickens. You can see that there's all kinds of potions. Good rewards for just letting it run through the 9 battles. That's fantastic. Then every 10th room is a boss, and the boss has very different mechanics. I think there's at least 8 bosses in here, and they all play a little bit differently, and they require different ways of beating them. Now, on Doom Tower, you can use your entire roster. So this is giving me an opportunity to learn how to fight this particular boss. This is what, Bommel? And the reason why this is important is because later, you know, this unlocks at level 40, but later Cursed City, and Cursed City will run 2 bosses in the same zone, and there'll be restrictions. Like you can't use your entire roster, which is extremely challenging. So this presents a situation of learning how to beat the character with just one character and using your entire roster. Now, this is where it becomes important. The silver keys are used to replay these boss nodes. And the reason why that's important is because the rewards are going to be crafting materials for the forge. And the quality between the normal and the hard, as you would expect, is higher on the hard. And that's the reason why I start with the hard first. I start with the hard part of the tower so that I can get through a boss. And then when it comes time to use my silver keys, I can replay the boss nodes. And typically, once I've discovered an easy way of beating the boss or a node that I can go through very quickly, and you get crafting materials. And I can't stress this enough, but I save those crafting materials for the forge. You can see right now, I'm just starting to build them up. I've got 94 right now, but I will open these when clan versus clan tournament starts. And there's two different types of clan versus clan. Both of them have milestones, but one of them has personal rewards that are only awarded if your clan wins. And so the way that I'm seeing this, and they happen about every 2 weeks. Last week we just had one that was with the personal rewards. But when the next one comes up, yeah, I'm gonna open up all my forge, craft all my materials. Like I save all of my perception gear, all the stuff I get from faction wars, all the something that I get from the silver keys in the Doom Tower. I just save all of that for when the clan versus clan. And if it's just the milestone one, what our clan is going to do going forward is we're just going to get the milestones, because the difference between winning and losing on the one that doesn't have the personal rewards is just some artifacts or some accessories, some rings and things like that. I mean, they're powerful rings, but it's not a big deal. Where the one that happens every other clan versus clan, which is like, let's say monthly, because it seems like they happen about every 2 weeks. If you win, you get all of the extra personal rewards. So keep that in mind. I typically get these artifact materials from the Doom Tower and I save them until clan versus clan. Now, so the idea for me is to start off in hard, unlock a boss, beat a boss, and then use my silver keys on the boss. Now, if I get stuck, I will pivot and go to normal. You know, at some point, I'm not going to be able to move forward anymore. They get the 10 keys per day on each. I try to use my gold keys, and then I eventually get stuck. Now, secret rooms are challenging, let me tell you. And this is not a big deal to finish them or not. On the normal side, you get fragments for an epic character, and then on the hard side you get fragments for a legendary character. And there are requirements for the room. Like right here it says epic champions only, and you can only play each secret room once. And when you play the secret room, like this one's already finished and it's done, you get a check mark, but otherwise it has like a red dot, and you can play it once and you can play it at any time. And as you go up the tower, you unlock a secret room as you go past it. So there's a bunch of secret rooms, and you get a total of 3 shards in each one when you do beat it. And I don't beat all of them, and believe me, it just doesn't matter if you beat these or not. It's nice to get the character. So like I have successfully unlocked the first epic in the normal section. The first epic in the normal section is helmet. Let me toggle my screen to show what that is right there. Archmage helmet. I got that guy, right? And so there's a total of 3 epics. And in theory, you can get, you know, there's 12 secret rooms on each side. You can get 3 shards per secret room. So I guess in theory, if I'm 100%ing it, which I can't because the restrictions get complicated, right? I could get a character in 3 months, and there's a total of 3, and then there's 3 legendaries. So the first epic, which I've already done, and then the first legendary, which I am working on, not quite there because it's hard, and there's restrictions, and it's tricky, right? And you can only use like rare characters, or you can use only HP characters, so on and so on. And then it takes a while. So the character there that they're talking about is Thea. You can see I've got 21 out of 100. Maybe I will be able to beat on this monthly, maybe 3 or 4 of the secret rooms, and that'll give me 3 per secret room. So maybe I'll just get 10 or 20 shards a month, and eventually I'll unlock Thea. And then from there, there's another legendary, and there's another legendary. Total of 3 legendaries and 3 epics. So what is my game plan? And because the rewards are very good. And the nice thing too about Doom Tower is at some point you can't move forward. Like you just get stuck, and then you don't have to play it anymore. And then until it resets, and it just reset for today. So run, don't walk. And my suggestion is to start off on hard. That way I can use the silver keys here to get the most amount of rewards. Now, what do I do when I get stuck? I've been trying this fight all morning and I can't figure it out. Well, I have my roster loaded on the Hell's Hades optimizer tool, which is mostly used for artifacts. And then it also pulls all your data from your PC client into their website. And so I've extracted the data, I've uploaded to the website, and that does a couple different things. It allows me to mass sell artifacts that are bad. It allows me to equip my characters based on suggestions and to min-max my artifacts. But one of the other things that does also is allows for a team optimizer. So I've selected the team optimizer tool. I've selected Doom Tower rotation 3, which is Dark Fae. That's why that's important. There's a Frost Spider rotation. There's Eternal Dragon rotation, which we just did right now last month. We're in the Dark Fae. I can select normal or hard, and then I could select what stage I'm on, and then I can hit find team. And this is from other people that have beat this. So these are suggestions on what other people have been able to beat this stage with in the past. So I've got a lot of choices, and I was like, oh, I see the patterns. Now, I don't have all these characters upgraded. Like, for example, I don't have the Fat Man, that's his name, for Rakim. I don't have him upgraded yet. So I was like, okay, I won't use that team comp. I don't have Mausoleus and Mage upgrade. But this also gives me like an idea of what characters people are using and what characters are good. Now, Rector, Drath, Geomancer, Vogoth, Godseeker, and Magnar, I'll try it. And most of the time, I don't have to go to the website to do this. And then there's also something that people have been telling me is that there is a way of placing Vogoth in the right slot. If you know that, put that in the comment section. I saw a lot of comments about where you put him because this guy has a way of healing when AoEs come in, and the rate of heal and the order of operations matters on where you place him. In the comment section, if you know where to place him, I know it's like here or here, but I'm not really sure if I did it correctly, put it there. And we're gonna go in and see if we can get this to work. So normally what I would do on a daily basis is I would just go into battle, let it run my 9, and then go into the boss. And generally I can figure out how to beat the boss pretty quickly, but today I was just stumped, absolutely stumped. And we're just gonna see if this works. Oh, is Vogoth the key to making this fight work? Is he okay? I try. Oh my God, if this works, oh my God, right? Yeah, see when they explode, he heals. So the whole key was Vogoth, right? All right, there we go. I've never survived this. Never survived this at all. Oh my God. That was it. It really was about Vogoth right there, because normally when those things explode, I'm just dead. Now I do have some protection from Geomancer and from Rector Drath when she puts out the perfect veil as from that AoE coming in. Then also Geomancer is throwing the damage back, which is fantastic. I got Magnar to clean it up. All right, let's see here. Boom, right? Yep. Oh my God. Next time that I come in here, I'll know what to do. A little bit easier, right? And then when I see this boss in Cursed City, I'm gonna know how to tackle, right? Wow, I tried this so many different ways. Yeah, okay, and look at that. So this is the crafting materials I was talking about right here. Used to craft artifacts in the forge, and this is going to be the legendary, which is going to give me a lot of points and potentially something I could use. And now I can go in here and run this on auto. So I'll hit super raids and I'll hit the button and let that run for a couple minutes, and hopefully this team runs on auto. And then as I go up the tower, you know, maybe the materials are more abundant or of gear pieces that I want more. But the main idea is that if I can get through the hard part, I want to do hard because the rewards are quite a bit better than in the normal. Well, you know, and here's the thing. When I first started playing Doom Tower, it didn't really matter that much. Just I go in and play it every day until I couldn't get further. And then if I couldn't get further, then I start doing research on the boss, like trying to understand how the boss mechanics work, or using a tool like the Hell Hades optimizer to get past it. And I've been able to, you know, basically there's 240 total stages between the two. You know, I've been playing the game for like 5 months, and last month I was able to get through 200 of the 240, and I think I could have gotten further. I just wasn't laser focused on it. But when I first started playing Doom Tower, maybe I only got to play for the first week. And then after that, I would just run in every day and do my silver keys. And that would be that. I wouldn't need to do I couldn't do the gold keys at some point, but I could do the silver keys. Got to do the silver keys every day. You get 10 out of the gate, and then you get another 5 from doing the advanced quest. So like what I'm doing right here is kind of a thing. And the reason why I want to do that every day is that I get all the crafting materials. Let me know what you think, and tell me if I did the Vogo thing right or wrong. I'm not really sure. Also, if you haven't done so already, click the link in the description or scan the QR code here on the screen. Tayrel, Rector Wrath. Log in for 7 days. You get Alice, and then use the promo code Monkey King to get Sun Wukong, and you will be on your way in your Raid Shadow Legends journey. Bye for now.